Alright guys, what's the crack? This is Gar, and this is my face. So, this is my second vlog of all time. First one went down really well with you guys. I'm actually kind of blown away with the support that the community, my community, has given me, not only in that vlog but in general, and so that's what this vlog today is going to be about. It's going to be about community. So another thing to point out is I'm actually using my phone here because I think it'll probably be actually better than the crappy little camera I had recording the other one. It couldn't record even in like 16:9 in widescreen, which is pretty useless, and it definitely couldn't record in 720 or 1080, which this is, so hopefully that'll make a difference. I keep the temptation's always to look at myself when I know I should be looking at this little tiny black dot right here, so I can look into your very souls. The souls of my community. Well, anyway, yes, we're talking about community today. So, community is one of my favourite aspects of doing YouTube, without a doubt, because I get to talk to people I never would get to talk to. I get to meet people I would never have met, and every time I get reminded and somehow reminded, basically, that each one of the numbers on my almost 20k subs is a person. You've no idea how big and powerful a feeling that can be, to know that you've got a voice with 20, sorry, my duck hand is getting in the way, that you've got a voice with like 20,000 people, you've got a potential audience of 20,000 people. And yeah, it's not a lot compared to some of the bigger dogs on YouTube, but it is a lot compared to the population of my town. It's a lot compared to any group of people that I've spoken to before. You know, I wouldn't say that I've ever been sort of performance shy. I've always done that sort of stuff, but to think that there's 20,000 of you guys, each one of you as awesome as the previous person, watching what I do, following what my little ramblings are on things like this and on video games, it's just crazy. I love interacting with you guys. I read all the comments, but I don't get to answer all of them, which is something that I regret, but it's almost impossible. I used to answer a lot more than I did, but as I got bigger, basically, I haven't been able to. So I'm going to try and think of a few ways to counteract that, and that's kind of what this vlog is about today. The first thing I'm going to do is use these vlogs, hopefully, to answer more of those comments, and use this as a sort of format for giving you guys a place where you know that you'll be able to get in touch with me. You know that I will reply to your comment. I mean, I tried replying to all the comments last time, and I just got so many that I actually couldn't in the end either. I think I replied to 300 or something. But after a while, there's only so much thank yous that you can do without it sounding a wee bit stale. But yeah, I really want to use the comment section as a way for you guys to know that you can get in touch with me, and so please leave a question in the comments. Another thing you can do is you can use Twitter. I'm really active on Twitter. It's also a place where you can reliably get notified of my my upcoming videos, which is great. And I tend to respond to people on Twitter more because it's just easier. You can be short. You can be concise. The people who comment, who ask you stuff, have to be concise. YouTube PMs, it's very difficult to get around to them, and often you will just get people asking inane questions and inane things like, "Can I join the server?" without any real reason as to why, or any evidence that they should, or that sounds bad, but you know what I mean, like, you know, why, I don't know you, to at least tell me something about yourself, you know, before you go, "Can I join Chaosville?" It's like, no, you can't, not if you ask like that, you know what I mean. So I tend to respond to people on Twitter a lot more. Other things that I definitely want to work on with regards to community and community management, community development, is getting some sort of sub of the week or sub of the month thing going on. I've footed around with a few ideas, and they've kind of evolved organically with the whole naming the tool after Amelius the Awesome, and then the jetpack after Chandler. And I guess you could say they were the first two inaugural subs of the week or subs of the month or whatever. And basically this is sort of like an award piloting out as a sort of thank you for those guys that are incredibly active on my channel, who maybe have done something special for me, like a cool fan art or a cool forum post or something that is maybe like been there to try and help the channel, and it's a way of saying thank you. And like with the Amelius guys, Amelius the Awesome, and with Chandler, I will give you a thank you by dedicating one of my items that I use regularly in the Feed the Beast to Be Beasties playthrough to your name, which I think is a kind of a nice touch, because you guys get reminded. You become kind of memes and names within the GAR community, as it were, and I think that'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna leave who the winner of this vlog's sub of the month is until the very end, because I want to talk about a few other things that you could do to maybe become sub of the month, or at least to sort of help this and foster this feeling of community. I've already mentioned Twitter and I've already mentioned comments. Please do that. Likes and faves as well. I tend to, like, occasionally I'll just like browse through some of my commenters' channels, because, you know, curiosity takes the better of you, and you always notice when people are like regularly liking your videos, and it kind of really makes you feel pretty good about them. So if you want to support the channel and want to support the community, please feel free to give a like, get a fave, and I'm looking at myself and not the thing again. Sorry about that, guys. I know you want to look into my dreamy eyes. Please feel free to give a like and a favourite or whatever you think you can to help support the channel. Another thing that I'm going to talk about briefly, but I don't like talking about, is donations. You can donate. I haven't actually like set that up very well at the moment, because it's something that doesn't sit really all that well with me. I don't know. Donations are incredibly useful. You've no idea. They help me do so much. Round about the Eurogamer time and Eurogamer and seeing Molly at Christmas that I just wouldn't have been able to do, and you guys were so amazingly supportive at that time. And I know I'm dragging my feet about getting you guys the named mobs in my Let's Play, vanilla Let's Play, but it's kind of difficult whenever the Let's Play itself isn't happening, you know what I mean? So, but I will get on that, and once that gets set up properly, you will be able to donate again, and you will get your named mobs, and hopefully it'll maybe encourage some other people to donate, should they wish. It's absolutely voluntary. I guess I just wanted to sort of dispel the illusion that us guys who do this on YouTube are getting a lot of money. Some people are, a lot of people aren't. I'm one of those latter half. I don't do this for the money, but the money makes it incredibly like much easier to do it, and to do it well. You can essentially just afford more time and allow more time to work on videos and try and entertain you guys, and that's basically just what we are, entertainers. But enough about, like, you know, what you can do to help me and stuff. I want to talk a little bit about like my plans for the future, and hopefully how I can help you guys and help foster and encourage a really good community. And there will be opportunities for you guys to help me develop this as well, and let's talk about a few of them. I'm trying really hard to get a website set up, something that's there for my channel, obviously, because that's the main thing I do at the moment. But not only my channel, I would love to have some forums where we could establish a community that plays games together, and if they don't play games together, they can, there'll also be sections of the forum where people can submit their channels, and maybe we can have some sort of voting system that would allow people to vote for what they think is the best ones of those submissions, channels or videos, and then it'll allow me to go through and then give either advice or promotion where necessary to those channels or those videos. And I would love that. I would love to establish my own video game type community. I would love to maybe get a webcomic up on there, and really maybe get some, you know, place to host my reviews and stuff. I would really love to develop the website idea a lot, and if any of you guys out there are web developers, please feel free to like message me on Twitter. Twitter's probably the best way, as I mentioned before, and then we can talk on Skype or something once that's all set out. I'm not very rich. I of course don't want anybody to work for free, but if there's anybody out there who is young and who is inexperienced and wants to maybe get the opportunity to work on something, and we can work together and it can be collaborative, and I could help whatever way I could, obviously, please feel free to message me, because those are the types of people I'd be looking for, because I think they're the type of people that I could maybe help out in the same way that they would be helping me out. Another thing I wanted to talk about community-wise was just how awesome you guys are. I tweeted out last night, I need some help with After Effects, and I got like a dozen replies, and that might not seem like a lot, but it is whenever you consider that After Effects is a sort of, you know, niche program. I think I'm working with a guy called Jim. I think his name's Jim. Let me just make sure I'm not like getting it completely wrong. Yeah, his name's Jim, and he's really young but really good, and hopefully we can get this to work pretty well. I really want to work with some of you, some more of you guys on things like that. So if other guys have like ideas for intros, or ideas for music, or ideas for art, or anything like that, and then you want to get it maybe used in my videos and therefore get yourselves a little bit of promotion, please feel free to contact me, particularly when it comes to After Effects, because I would love to learn some of these skills myself, and if you guys would be prepared to impart that on me, you know, in exchange for some stuff, that'd be amazing. And as I mentioned before about the forums thing, I definitely want to do a spotlight for other channels, and I'll probably try and include that into these vlogs. I'll probably, the same way I do a sub of the month, I'll probably do a featured channel of the month or something like that there, where I take somebody that has less subscribers than myself. I think that's probably the only rule I'll set, just so that like, you know, I know I'm not wasting my time with somebody who doesn't really need promotion, I guess is the simplest way of putting it. And, you know, I'll just go through it all, and hopefully we can find some, you know, good channels, and we can grow our community, and we can meet people that we want to play games with, and we can meet people that we want to watch the YouTube videos of, and that's what this is all about, entertainment. And then when the forums are up, obviously we'll be looking for community managers and moderators and all those sorts of things. That all of this is just in my head. They're pipe dreams at the moment. There's nothing on paper. I guess it's like a mixture of a plea to you guys if you want to help, and a declaration of intent from myself, saying community is one of my biggest thing. I think you could almost take from the order that I've done these vlogs how important I consider these things. My first one was creativity, that's why I did this to begin with. But the next one, community, is why I keep doing it, because you guys are awesome. And just, thank you so much. You've no idea how, it's amazing that there's 20,000 of you now watching me do this nonsense, and watching me try and be creative and try and be entertaining, and I love you all for it. And just, yeah, thanks so much, guys.